Hello all, Anita Quest here. Thank you for taking time to join me today. The first thing I would like to say is I am not an attorney, I am not a paralegal, I am not in the legal profession at all, and what I'm about to share with you is not to be taken as legal advice. I am simply a person who had a disturbing brush with the juvenile court system in a matter of custody here in Franklin County, which is headed up by Judge Stroud. Our magistrate was Magistrate Jill Matthews, and she assigned us a guardian ad litem. Her name was Elise. It was very disturbing indeed, and I would just like to share some of my information with you, and maybe that will help you to avoid some of the pitfalls that we didn't know existed. Our backstory is that my husband and I lost our oldest child to cancer 10 years ago. His wife is an alcoholic and soon lost control of her life and ended up signing our grandchildren over to a sister. It's supposed to be a temporary arrangement. The sister went down behind everyone's back and got full custody, and that led us to where we were today, having to file a lawsuit that lasted for 2 years. What another information I would like to give you: if you have a grievance with an attorney, a magistrate, or a judge, you can officially report them to the disciplinary council here in Franklin County. If you go ahead and Google them, they will guide you through how to file that grievance. Okay, so thank you. Let's get started. Hello all, thank you for joining. How about we get started? Okay. This particular video is going to be about the documents. Remember, I'm going to be sharing all the documents. They will be redacted, but I'm going to be sharing those because what we're trying to expose is the way that everything happened, is just the bizarre nature of how things were handled, and what things we didn't expect. So the first thing that we had to file was a motion to intervene because there was an existing case, and that motion, I believe, was filed also with our complaint. Now, they both read very similar. It explains why we filed the case, the emotional and verbal abuse that the grandchildren were going through and are still going through. We had to describe the circumstances in which we came to this point, which again mentions our daughter-in-law and her alcoholism. But there's one other thing in here. It would be distasteful for me to speak of it, but it was a part of the original complaint because we knew down the road we were going to need that. We had to be honest. I had to be honest as to why we did what we did, because had we not, you can't just bring it up later. So we had to put certain things in the complaint. Some refer to her, and then in our other documents referred to the family. So there will also be the response to the complaint from the aunt. That's also going to be here, also going to be redacted. Please read through it. It gives an understanding as to what exactly went on and all the things that really should have been looked into but just weren't. Also, per your information in the aunt's reply, they speak of a statute, which is a change in circumstances in the home, and that we had not met that burden, or that we couldn't meet that burden. But it's important that you read that statute. It's a lot of here to's and what fors, but it's going to be very important later down the road, as will these documents, period. So I shall not keep you. Please read the documents. This is going to be a document video. Do your due diligence. Watch out for those babies, and never be afraid to tell the truth. I will see you next time.